Hey guys, how we doing? This is just a video on how to show y'all how to make these. These are called spawning mops. And I already have one in my tank there, but I will show y'all what they do in the tanks whenever they're in it. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so the first thing you're gonna need, obviously, is yarn. The yarn I suggest using is 100% acrylic because it doesn't decompose in your fish tank. Second thing, if you're gonna make it floating, is a cork. A decent sized cork, nothing huge like this. The third thing, a book, preferably 6 inches in size, 8 inches in size, depending on how big you want your spawning mop to be. And then to cut the yarn, we want scissors. And that is really all we need. So I'll go ahead and start showing y'all what we need to do. So for this, we need to unravel a decent amount of yarn. Alright, there we go. So we can just set the big yarn to the side. We're just going to pull all of this over to the side where we don't have to think about it or look at it. So you're going to have your book. You're going to bring it around, your yarn around, and preferably your tail end should be at least halfway on the book so you can tie it. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take your yarn and wrap it around your book. And if you encounter something like this, all you gotta do is push your yarn so it gets pushed together, and then you just continue. Alright, so once you have it here, tail end of your yarn, or your long end here, just set that underneath the book. Your tail end will probably pop up, so just have it right there. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your cork, just sit it right here for now. What you're gonna do, you're going to hold this in whichever way you feel most comfortable with, and then you're just going to slide it off your book just like this. So now you have it in a loop. Your tail end's right here. You slide your cork in right here, have your yarn centered on the cork, try to find your tail end again. You're going to pull down with your hand, pull down relatively hard to where it's tight. Try to find your tail end again. There it is. So we're just going to set that side off to the side there. Now what you can start doing is have it there, and then you're just going to start wrapping it around. Don't wrap it too tightly so you can feed it underneath your thumb to tie it. You wrap it around about once or twice, feed it up through both of those strings, pull your tail end through, pull that tight. It's probably wise to do it once more just so you have an extra knot on there in case you have like aggressive fish that pick at stuff and end up somehow untying the knot. And then you just go and pull tight. All right, and now this is whenever your scissors come in handy. You're gonna take it and preferably measure it to the end of your loop. You cut there, cut that other tail end there, so it should look something like this. And you'll notice it still has loops in the bottom. You do not want that. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take your scissors, feed it through all the loops, and cut it. So now, no more loops. And now you have yourself a breeding mop. And you can do that however many times, just don't overfill your tank because it's not necessarily natural. It might look kind of awkward in your tank. So yeah, that is how you make a breeding mop. So let's go ahead and put these in the tank and I'll show you what they look like. So what spawning mops do is they help if any of your fish are having babies. It'll help with that. So the baby fish can just swim up into the mop and not get eaten, preferably. These come in very handy. I probably should have made them a little bit fluffier. Usually you shouldn't do this with fast flowing water period like I do, but it's fine really. So yeah, that is how you make spawning mops for your fish. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, share the videos. I'll see y'all next time.